So, we've read several stories about Easter and how Jesus died on the cross for us, and then how he came alive again. Would you like to know what happens after that? Many people didn't believe that Jesus really came alive again, but there were so many people after he died that did see him that they knew it must be true. Today's story is called Breakfast on the Shore. One night, Peter and his friends were out in their boat fishing on Lake Galilee. They fished and fished and fished all night, but they didn't catch any fish at all. Just as the sun was rising, they heard a man's voice from the water's edge. "Have you caught anything?" called the man. "No, nothing," they replied gloomily. "Not even the tiniest, teeniest little fish." "Try again," the man shouted back to them. "Put out your net on the other side of the boat." "Come on, everyone," said Peter with a sigh. "One more go. Heave ho!" So the friends heaved and hoed and put out their net on the other side of the boat. Suddenly, the net was full of big fish. So many fish that the friends could hardly pull in the net. Then they knew who the man on the shore must be. "It's Jesus," they said. Peter jumped into the water and swam to the beach. There was Jesus making breakfast. The friends dragged in the net, which was full of wiggling, wriggling fish. "Come and eat," said Jesus. And they all ate fish and bread together on the beach. After breakfast, Jesus gave Peter a special job. "Always follow me," said Jesus, "and take care of all my friends for me." And so you see, this story is a very happy one because this shows that even after Jesus died on the cross for us, he was indeed alive. And many people saw him. And this is just one of the stories about how people saw him. And this is a true story. Peter and his friends were out, they were fishing, they weren't catching any fish at all, were they? And then there was Jesus, and he said, "Hey, try it this way." Now, really, if you're trying to fish on one side of the boat and there's no fish, there's probably not fish on the other side of the boat, right? But Jesus told them to do something, and they obeyed. And then there was a miracle, and all those fish were brought into the boat. There were so many fish that the nets almost broke. So when that happened and the friends all saw what a miracle it was, they knew that Jesus was alive. And then Jesus goes on in this story to tell us something very special. He talks to Peter and he says, "Take care of all my friends for me and always follow me." So that's what I want you to remember about this story, is that Jesus is alive and he wants us to do what he's asking, and that's to follow him.